Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing baseball. What the hell am I talking about? Hi everybody, this is the Comic Book Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, welcome back to the Comic Book Hut, and gonna do a live drawing. I've drawn quite a while. I'm trying to get this cranking up again, and I will take requests. So if you're in the chat, and you want me to do a drawing in the next show, I would mention I don't mail them out. Okay. So that people don't get confused. I don't mail my drawings out. But if you want me to do a drawing, you can send me a super chat, and that'd be a great way to fund the channel a little bit. And supplies aren't cheap. I have old supplies I haven't used in a while. Hold on, hold on, I need a drink. Look. Yes, a little bit off on my game, but I'm always off on my game, to be honest with you. Go a little while. You think you're going to get controversy here, you won't get it here anymore. Nope. Back to doing drawing streams, and hopefully you like it. I always start with the thing. When I draw for a while, I always do the thing. Yeah, book and pencil. Damn it. Pencils. Okay. Better one. All my better pencils are in the other room. So I'll have to get those for next time. Whoop. If I feel up to it, we'll do another video, another live stream on Thursday. We'll see how this goes. But of course, please like this video. Now, I had this coloring book, believe it or not. I've been bored because the Mets have been playing so great. I've been bored. So I got this John Byrne drawing coloring book. It's pathetic. But, you don't do a lot of artwork. You get a little bit sort of stale. So I had to sort of work on this a little bit just to sort of loosen up. It's been quite a while since I did any drawing. So I got in this drawing book, this coloring book a long time ago. The funny thing is they ordered this on Amazon years ago, and then I didn't get it. So I had to order it again. And I don't know what happened to that first one, but I got this one. And I've had this for years. And to me, I don't care about the story. It's just about, just drawing it and just having a little fun. Playing around with the markers, see what markers work, what markers don't work. Hello, Commander Cody. How are you? And this channel's a little bit different if you don't know. Also an artist, so a little bit different than some of the other YouTubers. If you've forgotten. So I started doing this. I just did the one page because everything is all, everything's so close together. It's very difficult to read it. It's very meticulous. And I'm not going to do this here tonight, because I'd rather just do this drawing. We'll see how far I get with it. I'm not going to go on for too long. Maybe we'll be on until about an hour. I've done a drawing a while. I've done a live stream in a long time, even on the other channel. But I'm here. And thankfully. Like I said, I'll try to do regular live streams. Just do the drawing streams again. This is what I always used to do. Back in 2018, 2019, I would do 3 videos a day, and then in the evening, usually around from 7 to 8:30, I would do like a live stream. I would just do a drawing, and then it would get to a point where people were requesting stuff, and it was great for a long time, because then I would make money. And even in 2020, I was doing live streams, and I was taking requests, and I was doing just independent characters. Did a lot of independent characters that came out really good. So if you have any ideas for me to do, I'll do them here, no problem. Within reason. So I might as well get started. I'm doing a lot of Fantastic Four videos. Obviously, that movie's coming out in a few weeks. So just wanted to sort of, and I like doing the thing, especially when I'm Haven't drawn much in a while. Just move some stuff around a little bit. I haven't drawn anything in a while. Hold on a second. I kind of screwed up here. Let's fix this. Camera's a little bit. All right. I actually have a real camera this time. I got a real desk this time. I always had sort of I guess you would say a snack table that I worked on. I don't have this. I have the snack table still, but I don't use it for that. But let's see. Please bear with me. I have not drawn a long time. So if I get this wrong, well, we'll get through it. I'll get through it. I have like a blue pencil. Sometimes I use blue pencil, sometimes I don't. Now the reviews, or just sort of the rumors of the Fantastic Four, do not sound promising at all. So it'll be interesting to see how that movie is. And the fact that the Silver Surfer and Sue kill everybody on the planet, on that planet, is scary. So that doesn't sound like a great movie. He was supposed to win, not lose. A second. Yeah, so I will be back, obviously, sometime during the week. Try to do these live streams in between the Met games, because obviously that's like a full-time job covering the Mets every day. There's no game today. There'll be a game tomorrow, but there'll be a day game on Thursday. So your host will be able to do something here. Going through some notes here. Everything's disarray here at the hut. Here, a little bit disarray right now. Just see if I can find a picture here. Always need my references. I don't have one. But in the meanwhile, please like this video and subscribe. All right. That'll work. Okay. That'll work. Yes, I'm not hearing good things about this movie, and obviously, they kind of became like a punchline. I mean, they're making themselves out to be a punchline if you think about it. You got the girl boss, and the world gets destroyed. Does that make any sense? No. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And then you have the thing, he's cooking. Let's do a cooking show. And you got an emasculated Johnny Storm because he's not chasing tail in this movie. He's always chasing tail. In this movie, the one thing I don't like is seeing some of the trailers is The thing's always smiling. That's a big problem. This means he's not doing right. It means he's happy being the thing. That's a big problem, you know. This is a different kind of technique than I'm drawing at. It's more free flowing. It's not like I normally draw. So, since I haven't drawn in a long time, I gotta sort of be looser. Like I said, if you're interested in me drawing any characters, please send me a super chat, and it's a great way to support the channel, and it's a great way to fund the channel too, because the money that comes in, right now to these to the monetization is not very large, so. So when you send me a super thanks or a super chat, that helps a lot. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like this is going to be a great movie at all. Seems like it's going to be a boring movie, to be honest with you. Seems like it's going to be a very boring movie coming up with the Fantastic Four, and that's a shame. They can't get him right. I don't understand it. Why that's such a problem? Why they can never get it right? I guess they just can't get the family dynamic now. That's what it is, I guess. See if my markers work. I haven't used them in a long time. Let's see. Now I will say this: in another month or two, come back and draw the thing, you'd be a lot more impressive than this. But you got to start somewhere. Especially when you have done too many drawings in a long time. Just do very light line work, and we'll put in thicker lines as we go along. The way the thing's head, especially the skull part, the top of the skull, it's always sort of drawn like a like a helmet. It's kind of how you have to look at it. The way Mr. Fantastic is described in the movie, he's not so Mr. Not So Fantastic. Just probably what Pedro Pascal is. He's not that fantastic. He thinks he is. More, he thinks more like he's fabulous. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just the basic line work of the thing, and then we'll get into some detail here. Yeah, so like I said, I was doing 3 videos a day back in 2018 and doing a live stream, one video in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then one at night. And that one at night would come up right after I did the live stream. And then after I was done with the live stream, so say I started at 7, was done by 8:30, I'd take a break for about a half hour, and then I would record another 3 videos. And that's kind of what the routine was. And I kind of got burned out very quickly. It's a lot of work. Now, of course, please like this video. If you want to replay, like this video as well. Leave comments in the comment section. And if you want to replay, and you want me to draw a character in a future live stream, just send me a super thanks, and I'd be more than willing. But just keep in mind, I'm not mailing drawings out, because then you'd have to send me more than just a super thanks, for work that's an hour and a half, or a super chat. So. Like I said, it's a great way to support the channel. If you send me super thanks, I'll do a drawing for you in a future live stream. And it doesn't matter what the character is. It could be from comics, movies, whatever. TV shows. Now, please, of course, like this video and hit the subscribe button. We'll do this for a little bit and try to get some color in this, and it's looking pretty good. First time, 2-3 years. See what's going on in the world. Gotta let this ink dry a little bit, and I'll erase it. Then I'll erase it, and then I'll start putting in some color in it. So I'm just gonna find that eraser here, and we'll erase the pencil marks, and I'll start coloring it in. You don't want to put too much pressure on the paper because you're gonna like leave indents or. Let's say you're ever gonna draw or anything and you're inking it, don't put too much ink on it. One of these old pinkies, he's the best. Only thing about using a pinky, get the shavings. That's the only problem. But I think it erases the best, though. Hello, Helmet Dork. How you doing? I'll tell you, you got a lot to say. You do have a lot to say on my videos. So I do appreciate the comments. Helps the channel. Everybody's so quiet. Good to see you. And of course, if you want me to do a character, just send me a super thanks, a super chat. It's a way to fund the channel and you know, get some new ideas and for people to do stuff, or for me to do stuff. Oh, no. See how this orange is. See here. Care for this. No care for this orange I'm using here. Get starting to go to this marker. Drying out. This marker's going. Get a little bit better marker here. Get a thicker one. So organized. It comes in my drawings. Oh, here. Yeah. This one. This is a good one. Hopefully there's ink in this. Hopefully I got ink in this one. Very good. Much better. You can't tell. It looks so dark on camera. That marker. I'll use any kind of markers. Hobby Lobby, Blick, anything I can get a hold of. I think looks good. I'll use it. And if it's streaky, it's alright. I can play with it. Yeah, so probably on Thursday I'll come back. I'll do another drawing by somebody else from the Fantastic Four. I mean, I'll do the thing again and try to work around the Mets schedule. And if you notice, I'm not drawing on the snack table. If you've been observed for many years, I used to do a snack table. I have a snack table. Actually, I have an actual drawing table. So you can just get a like just for that. Having that kind of improvement. And hopefully they pass that new bill, that big beautiful bill. People have more disposable money. we'll all have more money in our pockets. And they'll get rid of that tax that tax hike that's looming over us. And that'll be a big deal for all of us, really. Actually, it's pretty good on camera now I look at it. And those riots, boy, they're crazy. And it's all like, orchestrated by these NGOs, like Nazis, George Soros and his son, and whoever else is behind it, the bankers and everything else. It's all our money backing those riots. People say, where are you getting the money from that? Like Doge didn't tell us that they were using the money for that. That's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious and common sense. And if you notice that crazy stuff with Musk and Trump is over with, nobody's talking about it. I think because of his Asperger's, he just sort of lost his mind, I guess. And I wouldn't mention about Musk. He's a liberal. But he's not one of us, He can pretend to be, but he's not. So, sometimes when you get this sort of outburst by him, I guess you got to sort of say, retard's going to retard, I guess, But I saw an interview, I may have read an interview by Musk's father, Errol Musk. And he says his son's probably tired, working night and day with Doge and then having to go back to his business, and his businesses are struggling. And so I guess that's understandable. Under a lot of pressure for many, many months, almost a year. Then cross that line and say what he said about Trump was terrible. Like he was smart enough to take that down, but then that's forever. And if he had a problem with him being like that, then why do you have his son around? So I'm sure at some point he'll call Trump and apologize and say, I'm sorry, It was my Asperger's. It kicked in. It's been kicking my ass lately, Donald. Yeah, so Thursday I'll do another live stream. Another live stream on Thursday. And we'll see what character I do. And like I said, if you want me to do a character, send me a super chat or super thanks if you watch a replay, and I'll do it. And I'll give you a shout out and everything else. Almost done with this part of the drawing. And I'll let this sort of dry a little bit. It's a helmet door cap to say. Let's see. Thanks. I remember the days when you were feuding with EBS. Some of those old videos were hilarious. I don't know what happened with Zach. He's brown nosing Disney now. Those were fun videos, but I was doing it from a bad place. I didn't have all the information. I had all the information, I would have done most of it. I really don't have much to say with Ethan because I met him. I think you know that. Very nice guy to meet, very generous. And I think I've said many times, if he's a guy, I will say this. Because I promised him I wouldn't complain about or do any videos on cyber fraud. And I kept my word on that. I'm going to keep my word on that. But he has a lot to deal with at home. Okay? And I think a lot of people don't understand that. We didn't talk about it when we met. Obviously, when you meet somebody, you don't get into delve into stuff, but it's not a situation with him. He's a lot on his plate at home. At home, and you can figure out what that is. And I think that some of the stuff that he says about other YouTubers and other people online, I think it's a reliever. It's a stress reliever for him. I think people have to sort of come to that understanding. And he probably does go over the line with some of the stuff, but I think a lot of it is more about him than it is about them. But I haven't watched his show too much really over the last 6 months, or even longer than that. Been kind of busy, to be honest with you. So I don't know what particularly is going on there. I know he's still talking about Eric July, but he must be making money off of it, or he wouldn't be doing it. So that's the only thing I'll say. That's probably why he's still talking about Eric July, I guess. Now, when I was talking about Eric July about a year ago, I was just sort of goofing around. I don't care, I wouldn't buy Eric July's books, to be honest with you, because they're enormously expensive. Being on a budget or no budget, giving that amount of money to a creator that hasn't created anything really on a high level is a little crazy in my view, my opinion. So I would, and some of the things that he has done with the characters, none of those characters interest me. I don't, to be honest with you, there isn't anything really there for me to chew on as somebody that has bought comics in the past. I haven't bought any comics in like 3 years. The last books I bought were a bunch of collections that I bought in the store. One was what the hell was it? It was two Mighty Thor books. One from the 60s with Jack Kirby and Stanley, and another one was the beginning of the Tom DeFalco, Ron Friends era, which I don't have those books. I have the books beginning after that. And I think I had like a miniature version of issue 11 through 20 of the Fantastic Four, original version. So I really haven't paid attention, but I would never buy Eric July's books because they're just too expensive. To me, I don't think the value's there. Just off the fact that these are new characters and you're charging $30, $40 a book. Now with Zach, he's nuts. Your boy Zach, I always said there was something wrong with him. I was on him from the beginning. And everybody now has come around to my thinking. And it's like, I don't get an apology. See me getting an apology. You don't see me begging for one. You don't see me saying, well, I was right about that goofball. No one said anything to your host. I was on his case for years. And I haven't gotten one peep from anybody. Nobody said, you know what, you're right. Well, actually, one person did. But for the most part, nobody says anything to me. Except for the one we went to Citizens Bank Ballpark. Because he's not into, these culture wars. He doesn't care. He never did. Using like a brown here. Create a shadow. The thing's brown. see here. EVS said Eric July sent him a threatening letter telling him not to criticize Esau. If that's true, I can understand why Ethan hates him. Well, I remember that. I would take it as such. I would take it as such because if a man will tell you what he's going to do, you read between the lines. Okay, and Eric July made it very clear that if he criticized that book, that he was going to use the other YouTubers to basically turn their backs on him and ignore him, and of course do all kinds of whatever he planned on doing. And to be honest with you, I'm very surprised he's still doing the videos on him. To be honest with you, I think maybe yesterday I sort of went into his stream and I was like shocked. He's still talking about him. He never talked that much about me. You know, on his case, you know. But about your boy's moron, and he is a moron. I had said that the reason he was late, I don't know why he was late, to be honest with you, because that book was done, as I recall, you know. And that's the first Drawbreakers book. But, you know, he was late on books before that. And the reason he got banned from Kickstarter isn't any political thing, it's because he was late on that first Jawbreakers book. He hadn't delivered on it, and he's doing this new book on another platform. And Kickstarter doesn't accept that. They don't like that stuff. And for a while, everybody sort of forgot that. That's why he got banned, you know. Now, I will say this: the best video I ever did on Cyberfrog. Just to sort of just go back to that real quick before I forget. The musical that I did, Cyberfrog the musical. To me, that's my best. That's my funniest video. And I didn't get as many laughs as I thought I would get. I always thought that was great. And I thought the idea of Nathan Lane playing Ethan, I thought was hysterically funny. And I came up with that while I did the video originally. I did it twice. The original version, which didn't have Nathan Lane, then I just sort of came up with Nathan Lane in the middle of the video, and then I had to find clips of the birdcage and have fun with that. But that was my favorite video I ever did of Ethan. And every time I would do like a Where's Richie video, Ethan was always there. You know. But Bubbly had, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? I'll be your friend again. Hi, I'm Chucky. Want to play? You know. And like I said, I was misled. Not that it matters. It doesn't matter now to me, you know. I moved on about that stuff. Couldn't care less, you know. But you live and learn. When you make mistakes, you move on. You know, I do anyway. Again, please, of course, like this video and subscribe to the Comic Book Hut. You're talking about the birdcage. Oh my God. Zach went on a, this is Helmut Dork. Zach went on a very strange rant a year or more ago. There was a cartoon where they made the penguin a drag queen. Zach went on a tirade to the cartoons. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that. They made the penguin a woman, a little fat woman. I remember that. I do remember that, seeing that. He like lost his mind. Yeah, I mean, I'd said that there was something wrong with him back in 2018. That something wasn't right about him, and people just ripped me apart. You know, I've been vindicated with him. Vindicated. Right. It's a pretty good marker. I'm surprised it has so much ink in it. And it's funny, all these riots, I guess, go back to that real quick. All these riots, people sort of forgot about what's going on in Russia. It's like we gotta move on to like the next thing. It's like Russia always said, the meeting was like the drive-by shooter, shootings. They move on to like the next thing. I guess the globalists are trying to like start trouble here, so they kind of like laid off on Russia now. Because that's gotten quiet, and so does the thing with Musk got quiet. It's crazy how things die down so quickly in our society now. And my version of the thing is similar but a little bit different than John Burns' version. I tell you what, I have not drawn in a long time. This is not a great drawing. I'm proud not to understand cabaret. I don't know what cabaret is. I think guys that do understand it are a bit light in the loafers. Well, that That's at the very least. That's the least of their problems. Like floating into a room, you know. And of course, again, please like this video and subscribe. Like I said, I'll be back on Thursday, I think, hopefully. If I'm not tired. I'm always tired. Let's see how this brown goes. This brown's all messed up. Yeah. And brown is this? Mocha. Let's see. Let me see. That's dark. It's a very dark marker. I care for that. It's too dark. Try one of my really good markers, these Copic markers. See how this goes. Yeah, see how that is. Yeah. This came out pretty good. Like I said, considering I haven't drawn anything, doesn't look too good when I started. Let's see. Now again, please like this video and subscribe. And I'll be back again on Thursday. This came out pretty good. I'll come up with some kind of drawing for you, as I just did off the top of my head. Sort of practice. It came out pretty good. Let's see what I can do here. Just the back of this. Yeah, I can't use that one. I can't use this one. me see if we just do something here. That was pretty good. Well, thank you, Helmet Dork. I appreciate it. It does look good. Surprisingly so. So sign it. Active. Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday, I guess, and maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. I don't know. But I think this came out pretty good. And we're going to keep doing this. Again, like I said, send me a super thanks. And on the replay or super chat now, the live stream, I'll do whatever character you want me to draw. Just understand I'm not mailing it. So it's just something that you can enjoy while I'm doing it, and we can all talk to each other and be civil. I'm not dealing with anybody not being civil to me. I have no more fight in me. So anybody coming here, I don't never tolerate it anyway, but I don't want any problems. So just want to have a clean, easygoing channel here. I don't care about anybody else. Just doing my own thing. And that's what I'm going to do here. So, but I do appreciate people that came in to watch. Like I said, I'll be back on Thursday. I have better pencils. This pencil's a little bit shot, you know. So I have my case here. This is my pencil case right here. Okay. So I got another pencil case, but I don't use it. I have like toolboxes of art supplies in the other room, and I didn't bring out my pencils. They're all in the other box. Our box is. I had so many like supplies. You have no idea. You have no idea, folks. But yeah, so I'll be back again on Thursday. Let me just see what the schedule is. See what the schedule is for the week for me. But in the meanwhile, if you watch on replay, please like this video and subscribe. Let's see. Okay, so Thursday, let's play a day game. So I'll come back on Thursday. I'll do a live stream at the same time. Maybe a little bit early, maybe 7. Then on Saturday, the Mets come on at 4. I could do a live stream in the morning or early in the afternoon. They come on at 4. And something interesting, the Mets play the Braves next week. The scum-sucking Braves. And I could do a live stream Sunday night, Father's Day, and I could do a live stream on Monday, maybe during the day, or in the morning on Monday. Well, we'll say maybe. There's no game on Monday, so maybe I'll do it in the afternoon, or in the evening, or in the evening. Then after that, it's up in the air. After that, but then let's go to Atlanta on Monday. Interesting. This is next Monday. They put the nail in the coffin on those assholes. I hate the Braves. I've been eating the Mets lunch for 30 years. I mean, everything else, I don't even want to get into at this point. But, yeah, so, again, I'll be back. Like I said, I'll be back on Thursday. back on Saturday, probably Sunday, and probably Monday. I don't know what time Monday. Definitely in the evening on Saturday. Or definitely in the evening on Sunday. We'll see what happens. So this came out pretty good. So I haven't drawn anything in a while. And I'll probably do another Fantastic Four drawing on Thursday. Plenty of characters I could do. Mr. Fantastic, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Doctor Doom. Well, he's kind of tricky for me. Or one of the many rogues. Or the Silver Surfer. I could do the Silver Surfer. Do the male Silver Surfer. But then, how do I draw him? Because he's all white. Yeah, let me see. I could do all kinds of stuff with him. Maybe I'll do the Silver Surfer. I will do the Silver Surfer on Thursday. If you want me to do a character, you don't want to send me a super chat. Tell me who you want me to do in the chat. I'll give you a minute. Sorry, let me just fix something. Yes, I'll do the Silver Surfer on Thursday. I have a pretty good drawing to do that off of. So if you want me to do another character, I'll do it for the next live stream. So Helmut Dork, whoever's in the live stream, tell me what you want me to do. I'll do it. I'll write it down. Because that's what I used to do, about in 2018 and 2019 and 2020 and 21. I would take requests and people, even if they didn't have money, they could send it to me. But since I haven't done any live streams in a while, send me a super chat, or not even super chat, send me a request, I'll do it. TikTok, time's run out. But I have a pretty good idea of what kind of character I could do now, kind of versions of the Surfer. So I'm going to do him next on Thursday. Because this is a character that's prominent in this movie. I don't know why they jumped into doing the Galactus so quickly. Could have built them up, And then the funny thing is Sue's the leader, and that planet Earth, that version. No, I'm not gonna do no. I'm not doing the female version. Are you crazy? That's not who he is anyway. That's not the Silver Surfer. That's just a stand-in. I'm not doing her at all. I will do Norrin Radd. I'll do Norrin, and it'll look good. I got a pretty good idea of how it's gonna look. So, but hope you like this live stream. Hope you like this video. Hit the like button. If you're watching on replay again, send me a super chat or super thanks, and if you want me to do character, I'll do character, no problem. And this will take a little bit of time to build this up. I would mention the Mets are playing great. I expect them to deep into October, so I think we'll be doing regular live streams here. If I can cobble some money here, I'll do it. It's all about money for me on YouTube, to be honest with you. If I can't make money off of it, I'm not going to do it. But I do like doing these draw streams. Always did. And it makes my channel unique. Could probably add a little more detail in the thing, but that's fine. Like I said, the one thing about my channel, what makes me unique is I can do these drawings. I can draw. It's just that I'm very, very out of practice. But I want to thank you all for coming by. Please subscribe to the Comic Book Hut. Have a good night. See you again on Thursday. We'll have plenty of videos for you, and we'll see how this goes. And thank you, and I'll see you later.